We got some?
Yes.
Who? So what's your name?
Sken the Hen.
Sken the Hen, can you spell that?
Skenthehen.
And where?
We are at Studio A at space number A3.
Okay.
I'm at Fralix 9. I started Fralix 9.
What instrument do you play?
I play guitar.
Cool. What other questions do we have?
I guess this is about the space, so I don't know. Let's talk about the space. I mean, when you describe the space to people, like not here, what do you say?
I tell people they have to see it because of the hallway and because of the space. Anytime I tell people about the space, I'm like, you gotta see this practice space. There's nothing else like it. I started renting the space next door with folks next door who are still over there back in '99. And it really hasn't changed. You know, some of the stuff out in that hallway out there have changed, but outside of that, it's still like, it's Studio A. It's almost like it's like frozen in time. Like even this fire like couldn't touch it because it's like in some weird spatial time barrier where nothing can touch it, and it just is preserved this way, which I think might have something to do with all the music played here. I'm probably hitting this a lot. Might be causing static. I talk with my hands. So, you know, Studio A, right? So, from what I remember, there's the space down the hall that's always open like half the year. Like, there's a band in there, whoever's in that room on the corner there, they're always like, they're like the best band in the space, but they're only there for like 3 months or something. It's weird how that happens. And then it's like empty and emptied out again. But this little core down right outside this hallway, a lot of these folks have been here a long time. I'm pretty sure the guys next door on the other side have been here a long time, and Jim has been here a while. So it's interesting that those kind of corridor rooms seem to rotate more.
Did you ever meet the original owners of this building?
I have no idea who actually owns the building. I've talked to Jim. I don't really know. I guess Jim rents this place from somebody who owns this place and then collects rent from all of us. I don't know how he makes that all work out or whatever, but but yeah. I've met Jim Cruz, who runs the place, and he's just Cruzy. Is it Cruzy? I met Jim Cruzy, who's just really just nice. Like he's genuinely just like, yay, people are here to play music, and there's not. I've been in other practice spaces, and they're just not as, I don't know, unique. This is a very unique, locally owned, locally managed space. That seems to be a little piece of Seattle history.
How close are you to Cruzy, Jim Cruzy?
Not very close at all. Although I guess he would know me by face. If I said, hey, Jim, he'd probably go, hey. He probably wouldn't remember my name.
Sure. How many times have you met him?
Oh, I've talked to him 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 times. I don't know. Somewhere in there.
Talk about the pets.
Oh, Schmel. Schmel's the only one. I've heard of a dog that lived here. I didn't know the dog, but Schmel lived here, and Schmel was great. He was definitely like flea-ridden and had God knows what, but like, I mean, he was really sweet. There was a point at which I was like, I probably shouldn't be petting this cat. It's probably pretty gross, but I mean, he was just an alley cat that could get in and out. I don't know how actually he got in and out on his own, but he would also, like when you opened your door, he would walk in the room and he'd just kind of stand there, look around. Sometimes he'd stay in here while a band rehearsed, which was like, their ears are supposed to be really sensitive. I wondered, like, had he gone deaf at that point, you know, but he was cool. I mean, he would just hang out. He just wanted to hang out a lot. Towards the end, especially. I mean, when he was younger, he was just like, whatever, I'm just in here because I'm not getting rained on, you know, in the winter. But, yeah, Schmel was cool. I like Schmel.
How many names does Schmel have?
It's a good question. So, right, there's Schmel, and then I think the neighbors called him something else. Sherman, right? I don't know. I think people called it other things. Ishmael, I thought I heard too. I don't remember now, but yeah, he had different names. People called him different things. And then the dog, like I said, I don't know anything about the dog. I just know that there was a dog, I guess.
And how about What happened with this fire?
Oh, right. So there was recently a fire in some space next door, and the smoke traveled into this building and really just covered everything with smoke, with, as a friend put it, the PVC bonfire. I mean, it just created this nice little chemical haze on this area. But what I love about it is, you know, Studio A is, it's not untouched, but it's like, you can't defeat us, you know, it still can't be defeated. It's still standing. And I think if you met Jim Cruz, or Cruzy rather, he's like that. Like when I meet him, I'm just like, I don't know how old he is. I don't know like what he does with himself, but like, he's just always like alive. He's just always like, I'm getting through it, you know? He's always just ready to rock. And I think that's how this space is because of him, you know? It's like, I feel like it's almost held up by his spirit in some way, you know? Get footage of the hallway if you don't have it yet.
Got like a few hours of footage.
Brilliant.
Pre-fight.
That's fine.
I have some pre-fire.
Well,
Jim, you're up next.
I guess I'm up next.
just
Okay.
I was thinking
side.
right here, you'll all have like a different spot.
That
you know?
used to be Jim's cat, and his wife said